Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on Brotato. In this episode, we're going to be playing as the multitasker, which gives us plus 20% damage, but the main thing is that we can equip 12 weapons at a time. Every weapon that we have does minus our damage by 5%, which should be fine. Because we can have up to 12, I want to try it on danger level 5 just to see how we can do. Now, I'm going to be mainly stacking the laser gun for now, but I'm gonna try and go for the, although less damaging, more faster firing assault rifles later on. So like the SMG or the minigun, maybe even getting ourselves a good old rocket launcher. Let's buy those, and let's see what else we can get. We definitely want that baby gecko. And we will lock in. There we go. Our first SMG. So the main weapons again I want to go for is SMGs. Although they stack way less than the laser gun in regards to damage, their fire rate is a lot quicker, and I want to see how low we can actually get it if we up our attack speed. But we're gonna essentially just be back when we're a bit stronger. All right, so we're getting a lot stronger already. We have some basic SMGs, but we do have ourselves two cursed SMGs, which are starting to stack quite nicely in regards to the ranged damage modifier. As you can see, it goes from 50% here to 105 if it's cursed. So we are trying to get ourselves some more cursed items along the way. But the one problem that there is with this idea of having fast, low damage weapons is there is a type of enemy that, depending on how many times it gets shot, shoots back at you. And so by having low damaging, fast firing weapons, we're kind of just giving it the excuse to shoot at us 100,000 times. Now, this is going to probably become a problem later on if we can't end up managing our already blasting amounts of damage. But at the same time, I don't really think it'll matter too much so long as we can do a good job at dodging. So I wanted to see maybe one would have spawned here, but they doesn't seem like they did, which is really good news because that means that we won't have to worry about them much. So that is very good news. We're definitely taking. Oh, we got both of them off of the just off of the bat, which is amazing. We're gonna take some more attack speed here. So like I said, I want to get as much attack speed as I can. That way, what does this do? I don't know. We're gonna lock that, and we're gonna lock that. We're gonna take that, sure. We're definitely taking that. What does this do? Minus luck? No. I want as much luck as we can get. We're gonna take both of those. So essentially, we're just gonna try and get as many ranged weapons as we can. Again, we can have up to 12, but each time we take one, we do lose more damage. So I'm constantly trying to stack up as much damage as we can get, which is taking quite a bit of our time. But on the same point of that, I mean, we are doing a decent amount of damage. We do need some more life regen, but if we stand still, we do get up to 2 per second, which is good. We just have to remember to move to dodge the charging enemies. Those guys. Actually, we are managing to kill those guys very fast, though, which is really good for us. I was worried that we wouldn't be doing an adequate amount of damage, but we seem to be doing more than enough to be able to make it through the 20 waves. Actually very surprised by how well this is working out for us. I do need to stop stepping on our mines, though, because that is costing us some damage that would be rather useful otherwise. But regardless of that, I mean, if we're killing a tanky cursed guy that quick, we'll be fine, I think. There we go, another wave completed. So we're just going to take some of that. We're going to get more harvesting, more HP regen, and then we're going to get ourselves some more cursed items here, some more elemental damage, why not? We will take a beam teacher because they are pretty good. We're going to take that. Bone dice, yes please. Another medical turret. A statue. That's insane. Could always use more of that. What does this do? So every second, plus 1 attack speed every second until the end. Bonus is lost when taking damage. I'm gonna try and curse that item. See what we can get. But for now, ooh. Yeah, we could use some speed, and then we could use a garden. We'll lock that. So I actually should start combining these eventually, but for now we're doing A-okay. And I mean, our damage is just going to skyrocket. Is this a... No, no, no. So the Horde is on wave 12. We need to be a little cautious of that because that is soon. And I want to have as much damage output as I can. I also want to find the... I want to try and find out when we can get some miniguns. Because I want to know if a minigun is something that scales a lot better than an SMG. Because if it does, then, I mean, we're going to be pretty darn set. How much regen do we get now? So our attack speed is 137, which means that every 0.07 seconds we attack with our SMGs. Which, as we can see, is an absurd amount of speed. But this is only when we're standing still. But, I mean, we could just sit still. And as you can see, we do a absurd amount of damage. And then we just go around collecting all the money. Just like that, we are rich. But, again, we're going to try our best to get as strong as we can. We might be going past wave 20 if the run goes really, really well until we can get some really fun, fast attacking abilities going out. Like, well, essentially just to see if we could maybe get our attack speed a much, much higher. And then I also want to try and get our damage and our miniguns into this build here and see how that goes. This is a lot better now. Get ourselves another one of those. We'll take that. Now we just need to get the thing that makes it so that... ooh, here we go. So if I combine that, we can then... where is it? So if I then buy that, we can combine one more of those. And it essentially just combined one of the original blues with the cursed and made it a cursed purple, which is really good for us. Do we need more speed? I don't think so. I accidentally just did a double reroll, but we will be fine with that. Combine one of those because that way we get another cursed blue. Let's reroll that again. We do need some more damage. We'll definitely take the dodge chance. More range damage. We don't really need elemental right now, but we will definitely take the range. We'll take that because that's a lot of max HP. And I definitely take the mirror, and now we need to be careful with what we buy next. So if we go for like this, for instance, because I really do want that harvesting, we could actually take this. We're going to lock it so that it gets cursed. I really want that too, so we're also going to lock that. And then we're going to lock that because we need as much damage as we can get. But let's see what we can do. Why are we purple? I think that crystal makes us purple. So let's have a look first here. Our attack speed is 172. That's if we're standing still. Now, we do need to avoid taking damage. So essentially, as long as we are standing still and we haven't taken damage, I want to see how fast our attack speed can get. We're already on 208, which is amazing. And I don't actually think there is a limit on how many crystals you can get, so we are going to be on the lookout for that. I'm going to see if I can corrupt and then get as many of those crystals as possible and get our attack speed going to like the thousands. Because that is going to be a crazy build that will get us quite far. I do want to try and make it so that instead of this game being a like semi-bullet hell for us, if we were to be playing it normally, it is in fact a bullet hell for the enemies. As it currently is already, I mean, I don't really think they have a chance of dodging it. We are what is commonly known as a very unfair boss. Let's have a look before this ends. So, standing still, we get a total of 340 attack speed, which means that a level 1 non-cursed does an attack every 0.05 seconds. A cursed purple is the same. I think this might be as low as it can get, actually. That might be the case, or it doesn't matter what like rank they are the same. We're going to take that just because it's more damage, and we could definitely be in the need of more damage. It does spawn in more enemies, though. Now becomes the difficult choice part. We could either get it so that we get an extra 42 HP regeneration stat when we stand still, or we can make it so we get an extra 52 damage, but we do lose 10 range, or we can get a ton more harvesting, which means a ton more money. So we're going to get that, and then we're just going to get a bunch of those. We get another one, so we did actually get the damage regardless. We're going to lock that. We definitely need more crit chance. We just lost some crit chance for a bunch of good bonuses. We're going to lock that, and we're going to lock that. So with that, we should be all set. Let's have a look at how we do on wave 11, which is one more wave, and then we go on to the boss wave. Again, needed to just be careful there because those baits were dangerous. Quickly break that, and let's have a look. So those are the enemies that, depending on how many times you shoot them, will shoot out projectiles when they die. As you can see, they shoot out quite a bit of projectiles. So when they are like there, you can see it died quite quickly. Actually very lucky that it died quickly there. That means that our damage is doing really well. We're actually doing a ton of damage, I just realized. We're doing 48 damage, which means that our damage percentage is a ton. Look at us go. We're actually doing really well on the damage percentage there. And the fact that our damage percentage plus range damage is just doing so well is really good news. Again, having to dodge these bullets that are randomly appearing every now and then is going a little bit rough. I do want to see if we're moving around. Our attack speed is 232. 0.063. If we stand still, it becomes 319. It's 0.057. I do want to see if we can get something a little faster than 0.17, but we'll have to see quickly. 0.07. Oh, I don't think I was standing still. And it's the end of the wave. Oh, well. Definitely going to take that. Yeah, we should probably take some more dodge, because we have enough HP regen. We have enough harvesting now. We definitely want more crit chance, because we only have 28. Definitely want more luck. Let's take that, and then we are going to... let's combine that, and then we'll get that. We'll take one of those, and we'll lock that just so that it can get cursed. We're definitely going to take that. We're going to take a little Tyler Man. So more max HP and regen, more pickup range. More of that. Definitely get that, and some of these. At this point, it's now just a point of where we get as much as we can. So we're going to go over and try and fight this guy in a second here. I just want to lock those, get that, don't want that. Definitely want that. We'll leave that. Get that, and we'll take that. Perfect. So let's see how this wave goes. Now, this is a wave run, so we're going to stand completely still to maximize as much attack speed as we can get, while essentially also maximizing the amount of health regen we get, because we get a 64. If we are moving, it is only 33. So by standing still, now we do have a massive pickup range, which means that we can just like kind of corner scrape the edge of the map, and we'll pick up anything there. But again, we're going to stand still just so that we can ensure we don't get surrounded by enemies and get overrun. If we see any of those charging guys, we do have to quickly dodge them though. But we will see here. I don't actually think we need to even dodge them. Just a bit too easy. Now remember, we're trying to get lower attack speed than 0.056. And if we can, then I'll be happy, because I will know that there isn't actually a limit on it. So as you can see, it's still 0.56. We have a bit more here to go, a bit more seconds. We're going to stop at 1. Perfect. Let's see. Okay, so it is 0.05. It's just basically at this point, it isn't really, it's not really needed, essentially, because it doesn't really matter on how much more attack speed we get. It will just be the same. We definitely want this because of the luck and everything. We're going to take that, which we will just quickly combine those and then get that. Weapon damage additionally scales with 20% engineering is beautiful. We're going to lock it so that we can make it scale with more, I believe. Definitely going to lock a tier 3 SMG. Let's reroll there. Now that we are going to take, we're going to lock that. We're going to take that. And we're going to lock that. I want to get every single one of our ranged weapons here to be cursed. And if we can get that, then we are going to be all set until the final wave. But until then, we're going to just keep on trying to get as strong as we can. All right, so we've managed to finally get ourselves really, really, really good items, right? So to begin with, our curse is 293, which is insane. But we do have a lovely 96 max HP. We have off of just base HP regen before we even stand still, we get 53, which is great. We have some lifesteal, not too bad, not too bad. Tons of damage, a ton of range damage. We even have some melee damage mixed in there, a ton of elemental damage because we have the chance to set everything on fire. We have a ton of attack speed before we even get any other bonuses, and we are maxed out on crit chance. Our engineering is getting up. Range is insane. We are maxed out on dodge. Our luck is 100. Harvesting is 500. We are busy getting ourselves some lovely red level guns now, and as you can see, our attacks already do attack every 0.5 seconds. Um, that is insane for 671 or 584 damage. And we just recently got this where we get max HP, HP regen, and lifesteal all at the end of the wave. But this is how we have our attack speed. So for every 1% of dodge we have, we get a bunch of attack speed, which is insane because we have 71 attack dodge. So the more dodges that we get, the more attack speed we can then later on get. Now I want to show you what happens to an elite. That was the elite. It didn't even have time to show up on the screen. So I'm still looking to see if I can maybe get us a little minigun, but I think I'm going to try and save that for the next run, where I don't know if there is a way for me to be able to start off with a minigun. I'll look at all the characters' starting items and see maybe there is. But what I want to do for the next run is essentially do a standing still challenge, because there is a lot of items that give you bonuses based off of standing still. The one downside is until we get all of the geckos that we can get, we aren't going to be able to collect money as much, which is fine. We'll make it work somehow. It'll just take a bit of work. Look at this, 1,000 attack speed. That means 0.042. I mean, we basically have miniguns in our hand already. Now, of course, we are on the hardest difficulty too, which makes this even crazier. We have a bunch of cursed penguins, might I add. So look at our HP regen. When we eat one of these fruits at max HP, we get an extra 9. So if we just go around next to our 2 gardens, basically, and go around eating a bunch of them, we can have a ton of max HP regen. Every time we complete a wave now, we also get max HP. We're definitely taking that. We'll take that. We'll take that. And yeah, of course. Now, I do like to reroll here because any more, we are going to get this. Watch our attack speed. So 515, we'll get that. 575, nice and easy. Now, I am looking to try and get tier 5 for everything here, but I don't think that's possible. We're definitely getting that. That way our bullets start piercing things because we do have upgrades for piercing anyway. Beautiful. There we go. Another tier 4. We're going to get some more luck. A flamethrower. No, thank you, because we're just going to take that instead. Here we go. Another alien worm. We'll take that. Why not? So plus more 1 engineering. That just increases our damage even more because our things scale with engineering now. Here we go. Another piercing damage, which is beautiful. And then we're going to obviously take some more armor. And another magazine because that gives us more range damage. So let's have a look here. So 879, 987 goes to 918, 1032. Beautiful. We're going to take this. That way we have a 50% chance to set enemies on fire. Another tier 4 gun. And we're going to take that. I mean, we're just going to be all set. I don't actually need any more crit chance. But why not? Piggy bank, don't need it. A ghost scepter at level 4, meh, don't need it. Let's have a look at how these 2 big bosses go. Where are they? Are we? Oh, no, sorry. We have 1 more wave to go through and then we'll be set on the final boss. So let's have a look at what it looks like on that final wave. Alright, so what I'm very upset about is in the store we finally get our first minigun. Now, I'm not gonna lie. At tier 3, it only has 50%. Now I don't have an uncursed SMG to test it out, but I'm pretty sure that sucks. And its attack speed is not noticeably different. So we're gonna leave it this time around. I'm afraid we're gonna take that. Why not? We're gonna take that. 1 bullet dealing 800 damage is fired from an enemy corpse. Bullet hell, I'm telling you, I'm just working on that. So we're gonna get those, we're gonna get that, we're gonna get my max HP is capped. Never max cap your max HP. The bonuses are not worth it. -1 armor at the end of a wave. I really don't need all of that. Thanks. I just saw the gecko as we. Oh, what a shame. But that's fine. Let's keep on moving it here. So we're gonna get all of those. Get all of those. I wanted to see if we could. Oh, here we go. I should curse a gecko next time because it just gave me 53% chance. There we go, another sausage. Another one of those just so that we do more elemental damage. I mean, I don't actually need to do any of this. I'm just doing it because why not? I'm not going to take that because it isn't cursed. We're going to take that. Another minigun has showed up. A loot that is tier 4 does more damage than my tier 4 gun. Huh. I feel hurt by that. I won't lie. We now have a 100% chance to also do burning damage, by the way. Anyway, let's go to the wave 20. We're not going to do an endless run. We're just going to instantly destroy those people. But that is that. So we have unlocked the chopper, which is a really cool looking blade. 1 HP from consumables. We don't need that, I'm afraid. But as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. In the next episode, I think we're going to do, on this anyway, we're going to do Endless. I want to see if we can get over 1,000 max HP and then essentially just tons upon tons of just bonus stats. But we will see if we can. We're probably going to play as the baby when we do that, just so that we can have 24 weapons and be unkillable. We will see. I also want to try and do a run where we literally don't move. You start with 1 minigun. I'm sorry? I mean, it has a bunch of these really odd... So, modifications... Ranged damage modifications are increased by 200%. 100% of your ranged damage is temporarily converted into engineering halfway through a wave. What? So we're gonna need to take a wrench, but we will mess with that. We might actually go that one for our next one, so we can mess around with it. But as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.